Hey folks, good morning. Today's a good day. It's a good day because I decided I'm going to be making a video on how to cook a breakfast that I often have. This breakfast item is a frittata. If you've never heard of a frittata before, it's a sort of a baked omelet. I'm going to be making a real simple one with eggs and maybe a sweet pepper, onion, some bacon in there. We'll see what I have in the fridge. First time I ever heard of a frittata was in the movie Morning Glory. It's an old rom-com from 2010. Harrison Ford is there throwing together this frittata live on air, a totally uncharacteristic move for this character. He makes this frittata by grabbing food off of the, I think the lunch table and mixing everything together and, just making this special dish for this special person he's trying to get back in his life. Rom-coms, I love them. Hey, let's cook a frittata. I'm going to start by getting our oven preheated to 350 degrees. A frittata is a baked egg dish that has, of course, eggs in it. It also has some sort of vegetable and cheese. Optionally, you can have some sort of meat in there. I have a leftover andouille sausage and some bacon that I'm actually going to be using as the fat to cook the eggs. So, mushrooms, red bell pepper, onion, cheese, and andouille sausage. Let's start by cutting our onion up. This is only going to be a 2-egg frittata, so we don't need a lot of ingredients. Now for a bit of red pepper. I want to cut up these mushroom pieces a little bit more. There we go. Just a little bit of mushroom. I think I'm going to use just half of this andouille sausage. This I'm going to cut into small little cube shapes. The last thing I'm going to cut up is my bacon here. This we are going to be rendering down first to get the oils out, the fats out, to cook the eggs and, well, saute the vegetables. So let's make small little slices here. I have my burner set to medium-high. Just going to be rendering this bacon down to get the fats and make some nice crispy bacon to put into our frittata. While the bacon is cooking, let's crack a couple eggs. Gonna add just a splash of milk and some salt and pepper. Give this a good mix. That's coming along nicely. To the eggs, I'm going to add a bit of cheddar cheese. You can use any sort of cheese you like. I like cheddar cheese. This cheese is going to give the frittata a nice texture and a nice flavor. We are going to cook the bacon until it's really nice and crispy and a lot of the fat has rendered out. That's looking good. Now I'm just going to be removing the bacon, leaving all the grease in the pan. The bacon fat is nice and hot. Let's get these vegetables and the andouille sausage in there. We're going to saute this for just a couple minutes, enough to start the cooking process and to soften these vegetables up just a bit. This is going to cook in the oven for 15 minutes at 350 degrees, so the finished cooking will be done there. Let's get this really nice and hot here. Time to add our eggs. Let's get them mixed in there. And at the same time, we're going to add the rest of our bacon. Mix those in a bit. Top with a little more cheese. And now we are going to put this in a 350 degree oven for 15 minutes. One of the good things about a frittata is it's a good way of getting rid of food that you might have saved in the fridge. Let's say you had some asparagus that you refused to eat the night before for dinner. Hey, chop it up, put it in a frittata. You might like it there. I had some andouille sausage and that red pepper that I'm going to be using. Hey, the frittata's done. Let's take it out of the oven. This is looking good. Yeah, I would eat that. It smells wonderful. Bucky's coffee, can't go wrong. Actually, it's not Bucky's coffee, it's just the mug I got as a souvenir when I was at Bucky's a couple months ago. Hey, time to eat a frittata. Let's do it. The crispy bacon I'm getting right away, and the cheddar cheese is coming through. This is a nice egg combination here with the onions and the bell pepper, just a little bit of salt and pepper. If you have it in you, make yourself a frittata. I think you'll be happy. It's a great way of using up some vegetables that might be in your refrigerator. You know, I first saw Harrison Ford make one of these frittatas in that Morning Glory movie. I thought, that's an interesting way of using up some vegetables. Grabbing a bunch of stuff off the lunch counter there and frying it up in a pan and baking it in the oven. Turns out, frittatas are pretty good. You should give one of these a try. Hey, I think I'm going to be having a good day. I'm starting with a good breakfast. I hope you're going to have a good day too. See you next time.